All right, welcome to the relationship show. This guy writes his posts. All their exes are crazy. I'm not a fan of the general use of the word crazy to describe someone's personal behavior, but I understand many people don't share my sensitivity to the word. But words do shape our memories of situations. So it's like if we label something as a word, it's like that word becomes the experience. So it is, words are very powerful. That said, this otherwise pretty awesome person has used crazy to describe all of their previous partners. How do I facilitate a conversation about this without sounding like the language police? So he wants her to not use these words or not describe her exes as crazy or just, yeah, something along those lines. So how I would do that? Probably something along the lines of like, man, if you keep describing your exes as crazy, I'm going to start thinking you think I'm crazy. Something like that. Just kind of check her on it when she says it. I wouldn't approach it like, oh, you shouldn't do this, say this word crazy because this, and like state all these facts. I would just check her on it, like that example there. Alternatively, how much does it really matter why previous relationships failed? Well, it matters because it's the meaning that she's taking from it. So what is she doing right now? It's like in her past relationships, she's putting the blame on the other person, saying like, oh, they're just crazy. That's why it didn't work out. And so what does that communicate? Well, it communicates that she took basically no responsibility for the situation or, the relationship failing, and she's putting on him. So she probably hasn't changed. And so she's probably, this gives us clues that she's probably doing things that weren't ideal in a relationship, and she'll just keep repeating them. So he says, at the root of all of this, I believe that most breakups happen as joint failures, and that people who can't recognize their own roles in that system are doomed to repeat their mistakes. Yeah, I think he totally recognizes the situation, and he recognizes that if she's not taking ownership for the past relationship, she's probably going to repeat the mistake. So, that's great recognition, and that's how I would approach the situation. I would just check her on it when she talks about exes being crazy, or just be straightforward with exactly what you're feeling at the moment, and just be completely direct.